into the national anthem, sung a cappella, I believe is the term. They dealt with us a little bit about having a long pregame show tonight, but it's 10 to 8. The game's supposed to start at 7:30. We may make next Friday night's pregame even longer. Who knows? If that happens, though, we'll probably have the tip-off at 7:25, so you really never know what's going to happen. The Rams being introduced on to the players here. Eric Blamble is out, along with Jimmy Heinball, Brett DeWitt, J.D. Frank, who is dressed, is not in uniform. He's in his street clothes. And now the starters are being introduced. Corey Mosley, Brad Reese, Chris Miller, Evan Lance, and Corey Tressler. And now the Bishop Hall Spartans, and you'll hear a nice round of applause from the crowd. It's a really split crowd tonight, I believe, about 50-50.
Yeah, as we said, usually when we come down here, Bishop Hall should not have a good crowd. Tonight, this might be their home opener, I'm not sure. And it is a nice crowd.
J.B. Neubauer comes out, a 6'3 senior. He's followed out by Griffin Dietrich, a 5'11 senior, as they're just introducing their starters. Out comes number 22, that is Chris Hendershot. He was a quarterback on the football team, if I remember right.
And broke some passing records down here.
Here comes one of the big kids, 6'3", or make that 6'5", Eddie Zapp. And he's followed out by Milan Krajinovic, who is a 6'8 junior. Krajinovic is from, I'm not sure where he's from. He's from
York.
Yeah, York, there you go. That'll work. That covers a lot of territory.
Not going to introduce the Southern Rams down here tonight, I guess.
They did that.
Did they do that? Where was I?
You were the same place you were when you got us on the air about 5 minutes later.
It's this daylight savings time or whatever we're on.
That's what it is.
On that stuff.
Yeah, they did that. Officials tonight, Jimmy Miller right in front of us. The guy in the center I don't know, and I haven't seen the third one, but he's out there somewhere. But Jimmy Miller, of course, the father of Adam Miller, plays for Garrett.
No, Morgan.
Or Morgan, I said Miller. Morgan, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sitting too close to Roger.
It's
the fog. It's literally the fog. Here he is, Corey Mosley steps in against Krajinovic. And we are ready to go. The ball's in the air. The snap is tipped around. They come on it. No, it's controlled by the Spartans. They come on the attack to the near court. Dietrich has it in the front court, being guarded by Brad Reese. Rams in a man-to-man defense. Over it goes on the right side to Krajinovic. Ball high over his head. Now around the key, down in the left corner. It goes to Dietrich. Ball comes inside, back out to Dietrich. He goes to the foul line. Kicks it out, going down the lane for the drive is J.B. Neubauer. He has the basket. The Spartans lead 2-0. Rams very quickly back down court. Reese has it over in the right corner. Back out top of the key. Mosley backs off towards the center circle. Spartans in a 2-3 zone, it looks like right now. Over on the left-hand side, it goes to Tressler. Back to Reese. Reese over on the right side, Mosley. Mosley with the fake, takes it in the lane, kicks it back out. Now it goes over on the left side. Corey Tressler with the basketball. Back out between the circles. Over on the right side to Reese. Reese can't get the shot. Back to Mosley. Mosley to the foul line. Kicks it over on the left side. Takes it down the baseline. Puts the shot up. No good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Rams.
Well, Corey Mosley made a nice move on the baseline. Showed the ball, went right by his guy and stopped, jump shot, shot it. But the big guy, 6'8", Krajinovic, came out and blocked it, and then it came down and hit Corey on the way out of bounds.
Here the ball comes over to Krajinovic. Back out top the key. Over in the left-hand corner it goes to Dietrich. Back out, they swing it over on the right side. Neubauer, bounce pass inside. Krajinovic picks it up right on the baseline. Back to Neubauer. He takes it down the lane, kicks it over right side. And over there is Eddie Zapp. He has the layup. It's good. Spartans lead 4-0.
Well, twice Bishop Hall was able to get penetration right to the rim. The Rams cannot give up that penetration.
Mosley down the court on the left wing. Fits it back out top of the key to Reese. They swing it around to Corey Mosley on the right wing. All high over his head as he looks inside. Back to Reese at the top of the key. 4-0 Spartans. 6:07 left to play in the first quarter. Mosley takes it into the lane, fakes, gets it back out to Reese. Over in the corner it goes to Lance. Back to Mosley. They swing it around the top of the key to Tressler. Tressler takes it inside, stops, and whistle, traveling violation against Corey Tressler. That's the second turnover for the Rams.
He tried to split that gap right there in the zone and lost the handle of it, kind of batted it around.
Come the Spartans as they get into the front court. Ball comes to Krajinovic, top of the key. He plays outside a lot. Ball looks down slow. Now he takes the dribble, gets it over on the right side. Over to Dietrich. Dietrich being guarded over there by Reese. Whistle, and what do we got? A 3-second violation?
I think it was an illegal screen, but I didn't see it, but it looks...
Foul on 33, I believe they call. Zapp, Eddie Zapp. With his first personal, first team foul.
I just guessed that because I saw him do it twice before, and it wasn't called.
And you weren't up on the table yelling?
Hell no.
Corey Mosley comes around, gets past over on the left side to Miller. Back to Reese, now to
man-to-man this series, first time.
Yep. Kessler takes it down, bounce pass inside is knocked loose. Krajinovic comes up with it, drops it off to Newbauer. He'll come into the front court. They swing it down in the right-hand corner to Zapp. Now inside it comes to Hendershot. He puts the shot up, hits Townsend, he was fouled.
Fouls on Chris Miller, his first. The Rams now, their defense right here has been breaking down. Bishop Archer got 6 points on 6 layups.
6-0 BW, and Chris Hendershot at the free throw line. Chance for the three-point attempt the old-fashioned way. The field goal and the basket. Shots up, it's good. Spartans lead 7-0 with 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Over on the left side. Looks down, back to another
type zone. They switched, only went man-to-man one time.
Yep, they try to work it inside, knocked out of bounds by Newbauer. Rams will get the basketball back under their own basket. Into the lineup comes Joey Tressler, and didn't take him long to make his appearance. Out goes Chris Miller. 4:50 on the clock, first quarter action from Bishop Walsh High School. The Spartans lead it 7-0. Glance to Corey Mosley. Mosley puts the shot up, no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Hendershot. He drops the pass off to Dietrich. Dietrich into the front court. Reese has him as the Rams stay in their man-to-man defense. Out it comes to Zapp. Down low, pass knocked away, and taken down there very nicely by Joey Tressler. They were going to let it go out of bounds. Tressler just grabs it and kept it. A cross-court pass goes there on the left side. Shot put up down there by Corey Tressler. He has it. It's good for 3. And the Rams have their first bucket of this new season. Three-pointer by Corey Tressler. 7-3 now with 4:08 to play here in the first quarter. Spartans have the ball in the front court. They drop it down inside to Eddie Zapp. Zapp gets it inside. Shot put up and in by Krajinovic. As he comes down the left side of the lane, a little bit of slow reaction to him, and he was fouled.
Well, Krajinovic started low, and he popped to the high post, and Evan Lance went out and denied him the basketball, and he immediately backdoored, and they just threw the ball over the top to him. And again, boy, they have not taken an outside shot. They have scored on all layups or free throws.
Krajinovic foul shot is no good. Whistle on the rebound. Jump ball called. Alternate possession rule says it'll be Southern basketball.
Did not get a good box out that time at all.
That foul called on Corey Mosley?
Yes, it was. He's the guy that sunk in to help that back door.
Okay. 2 team fouls against the Rams. Here's the ball very quickly up court. It goes to Brad Reese. He kicks it back out to Tressler. Now Reese in the left-hand corner. Takes it in, puts a little shot off the glass, around the rim and in.
And Brad Reese shot that right over 6'8". He had that almost the same move right off the press. He looked at 6'8" and back out. And then the second time, he took it right in and shot it right over.
9-5. Spartans lead by 4. 3.5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Krajinovic takes it, gets it over in the corner. Shot out of the corner by Dietrich. It's good. Three-pointer? Yes, three-point shot by Griffin Dietrich. And the Spartans lead at 12-5. Mosley works against Zapp and gets it into the front court. Gets it to Joey Tressler. Now back to over on the left side it goes. Corey puts it up for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Joey Tressler knocks it loose. And out with it comes Corey Mosley.
That's the guy they want shooting the ball is Corey Tressler. The press that Bishop Walsh is doing is a 2-2-1, but they're really dropping back and sagging on it and only trapping past half court.
Inside it goes to Reese. Reese puts it up, rolls around the rim, no good. Tressler on the rebound. Joey puts it up, taps the basket, and he's fouled. Joey Tressler with his first varsity basket and the foul. Gets the Rams back to within 5. It's 12-7 now with 2:46 to play, and Tressler at the line.
Joey Tressler snuck in there, and he got the offensive rebound and just showed the ball and just enough to get the defense up in the air and then powered it in and was able to get a three-point play.
Tressler at the line, puts it up. Rolled it around and it dropped in. 3 points for Tressler, 3 points for the other Tressler. So
Tressler to Tressler.
Yeah, there you go. If you hear that, don't worry, folks. There are 2 Tresslers on the court. 12-8, the Rams trail by 4. 2:43 to play in the first quarter. Very quickly, Dietrich brings it into the front court, picks up his dribble. Brad Reese right on him. That works it over on the left-hand side. It comes over to Raley in the ballgame now. Back to Hendershot, top of the key. He takes their left side ball knocked away by Mosley, but picked back up. Over it goes in the corner. Shot put up by Raley is no good. Whistle on the rebound, and it's against Bishop Walsh.
Bill Neubauer on over the back.
So J.B. Neubauer picks up personal foul number 1. Second team foul. Back here into the lineup for the Rams comes Nathan Harris. And out goes Evan Lance. Lance really, I don't think touched the ball, did he? Maybe once since he's been. Here it goes to the top of the key to Joey Tressler over the right side to Corey. Ball, however, is head as he looks back outside. Here's Corey Mosley now. He puts it up. 2-point shot. And Mosley hits it from the top of the key. And it's 12-10. The Rams only trail by 2 now with 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Into the front court is Dietrich. Ball thrown away. Comes over. Tapped that way by Joey Tressler, but he was out of bounds. So it'll be back to...
Good job out there denying the wing, but if he reached with his outside hand. If he went with the other arm, I think he'd have flicked that, had to steal and going for a layup.
Dietrich been against Reese. He'll have no part of that. He has to give up the ball. Gives it to Krajinovic. Down inside it comes now. Fake. Shot put up underneath. Around the rim. No good. Rebound by Corey Tressler. Shot was by Hendershot. Tressler got the rebound. Got it to Mosley. Back to Tressler. Over on the left side it goes to Reese. Reese in the corner. Left side. Puts down low. Takes a couple of dribbles. Top of the key now. Out it comes to Mosley. Mosley looks down. 1:27 on the clock. Over to Reese. Reese tries to go baseline. Nowhere to go. Gets it back out to Corey Tressler in the front court. Rams looking at a man-to-man defense this time, I believe.
Yeah, I think they were running their zone offense at first. Then they really realized he was man-to-man.
Back out it comes to Mosley. Left-hand dribble down the lane, into the lane now. Stops, can't get the shot off. Back outside it comes to Reese. Over in the corner to Joey Tressler. Back out to Reese. Down underneath, nice pass inside it goes. Can't get the shot off. It was into Harris. Harris got called for 3 seconds, I believe.
Caught the ball and he pivoted, looked at the rim, pivoted once, threw it back out. Called for 3 seconds.
Turnover for the Rams. 12-10's our score. 57 seconds to play in the first quarter. That's turnover number 4 for Southern. Inbound pass comes into Dietrich, and he'll work his way up court against Reese. Bakes it into the front court. Dribbling with the left hand down the lane. Tries to work it in. Krajinovic. Turnaround jumper. Counts the basket. Is it good?
Yep, bucket's good.
Counts the basket for Krajinovic. That's 4 points in the first quarter for him. And he's at the free throw line where he's 0 for 1. 14-10 is our score. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
Foul was on Brad Reese.
That's his first and the third team foul. Shot is up. It is good. Krajinovic 1 for 2 here in the first quarter. 15-10. Spartans with a 5-point lead. With the ball is Jimmy Heinball into the lineup now. He tries to work it down on the baseline. Nobody home. It goes out of bounds. Turnover number 5. And the Spartans get it back with 37 seconds left on the clock. They'll work it into Dietrich. Rams still in that half court, or that full court, man-to-man. Out it goes to Krajinovic. Works it down on the near side to Raley. Inside all by himself under there for the layup is Hendershot. He worked free and had a wide open layup. 17-10 now, Spartans.
The Rams crept back to within 2, 12-10, but last couple times, Bishop Walsh did a good job on the offensive end executing because they've broken the Rams down almost every time.
5-0 run for the Spartans. Here's the ball to Tressler. Tressler takes it down the baseline. Puts it up, no good. The tap in, though,
no good.
Is no good. It looks like it might have been real close. They say no, and with that, our first quarter comes to an end. The Spartans lead at 17-10. We'll be back after these messages.
Hi, This is Greg Shockey at Team One GM Auto Mall in Oakland. On behalf of the Team One team, I want to wish you and your family a blessed Merry Christmas. At this time, we celebrate the true meaning of Christmas, the birth of Christ. Here at Team One, we appreciate being part of a caring community and our great country. May God bless each and every one of you and our country and our troops.
When buying a pair of shoes, you want the best fit possible. When you buy New Balance, the best fit possible goes beyond shoe size. The better your shoes fit, the more comfortable you will be, the better you will perform, and the more you will enjoy yourself. See the selection of New Balance athletic shoes at Stompers on Route 135. Whether you need a cross trainer, running, or just a comfortable shoe, New Balance has a shoe for you in a variety of widths, ranging from AA to Quad E. Stompers in Mountain Lake Park, across from Tressler Auto Electric.
The train station.
Well, we're back at Bishop Walsh High School where BW leads the Rams 17-10 as we start the second quarter. BW will have the basketball, and we're about ready to go.
Bishop Walsh 7 for 9 from the floor against the Rams. And we were just saying, but no wonder they only took one jump shot. The rest were all layups.
Rams back with their original starting lineup now. Over it goes to Hendershot. In the corner right in front of us, Rayleigh tries to work it inside, but Trajanovic picks it out, and they kick it back out front. Trajanovic again over on the left side, three-point ball in the air off the front of the rim, no good. Whistle, and a foul called on number 24. That is Blake Rayleigh, and that's his first personal, fourth team foul. Boxing out on the rebound a little too aggressively.
I think it was Chris Miller was trying to box him out as hard as he could, and he was getting pushed, and they were kind of pushing each other. Started on the guy in the back.
Here's Bosley now as he works into the front court. Rams trail by 7, 17-10. Takes it over on the right wing. Gets it to Reese, top of the key. Reese inside. Now we're back to that. That's a man-to-man, I believe.
Man-to-man this time. Okay. They can switch. They never stay with anything more than a minute or two, and they're switching their defense. Just trying to keep the Rams off balance.
Reese works the ball down inside Lance. Lance with a move, takes it inside. But look, shot rejected by Trajanovic. Nice move by Lance, but Trajanovic right there. Here's a three ball in the air. It's good. And give that one to Chris Hendershot as he hits a big three. And now it's a 10-point game for BW.
Yeah, that time the Rams got the ball inside the Lance, right on the block. He had a nice drop step, took the ball underneath the rim to the far side, and it was still blocked.
Yeah, Trajanovic, he's very active under there, a good ball player.
He's a lot better than he was last year.
Yep. Over on the left side it goes to Corey Tressler down the baseline. Stops Trajanovic there. Tressler backs up, puts the shot up over his head. No good, and the rebound by the Spartans. Trajanovic that time really
forced him to fade on that shot, and that's why he missed it.
Yeah, really made him adjust the shot. No good. Down the lane, shot put up, no good. Rebound is tapped around, pulled down by Brett DeWitt in the ball game now. Now it goes to Tressler. No, the ball is intercepted by Dietrich. Dietrich comes down, stops, 12-foot jump around the rim, no good. Rebound underneath though, and right in the right place is Blake Rayleigh, and he turns around, puts it up and in.
He got away with a big push that time. He got Corey Bosley in, and they shoved him clear out of bounds, and then the ball went right to him, and he laid it back in.
Yeah, he got a big push, and he got a walk as he turned around too.
Coach Bosley very upset too. But he did get away, pushed it clear out of bounds, and then the ball bounced right to him, and he laid it in.
Well, Rams call timeout. 6:20 to go here in the first half. 22-10 Bishop Walsh. We'll be back after this.
You're safer with Schaefer. Schaefer for sales. We have it all. Just what you need. It's Schaefer Ford. You've got to see. The best in service is here, that's right. The straight talk deals and a lullaby. You're safer with Schaefer. Schaefer Ford Sales.
Schaefer Ford Sales, Route 219 North at Oakland, where vehicles cost less.
92.3 The Train.
Well, we're back with 6:20 to play in the second quarter. The Rams were within 2, now find themselves down by 12, 22-10. They do have the basketball.
The Rams were only down 2, 12-10.
Yeah.
And now it's, of course, 22-10. So quite a run from Bishop Walsh.
Bosley will bring it up. Brett DeWitt.
1-3-1 zone this time. So we've seen a little bit of everything tonight from Bishop Walsh.
Another different look. Somebody's going to have to get some shots on the outside. Over in the corner it goes to Corey Tressler. Can't get it over to Reese. Reese steps in, kicks it over to Corey Bosley. Bosley with the shot from three, no good. Rebound underneath. Put back up and in. Give that one to Brett DeWitt.
And he's not that big to be getting a offensive rebound in there at the freeze.
Rams back to within 10, 22 to 12 now. Into the front court. Spartans come with Dietrich. Ball is tapped away. Saved. No, not saved. Corey Bosley trying to save it inbound. Stepped on the sideline.
He deflected it, tried to run it down on the sideline. Couldn't quite get to it in time.
J.B. Newbauer will inbound off the sideline. Gets it in. Ball comes into Dietrich. Dietrich works still against Brad Reese. Works his way into the front court. Get a 5-second call pretty soon. He's been on him a long time. Over it comes to Trajanovic. Trajanovic takes it down the lane. Triple team. And he kind of gets his hands mixed up and travels with the basketball.
He caught the ball at the high post. He really couldn't find anyone to pass the ball to. Everybody's being overplayed. Yeah. So he turned, put his head down, tried to take it to the basket, but tried to go right through three guys, and there was no room.
Only the second turnover for Bishop Walsh here in the first half. Reese gets the ball to Lance. Lance backs over in the left corner, Bosley. Bosley puts it up for two across the rim, won't go. Rebound fought for. Tressler saves it back in, and the shot put up down underneath by DeWitt. It was partially blocked, and BW comes down with it. They come out to Chris Hendershot. Around the top of the key, Trajanovic on the left side. Looking down low, now he'll drive to the basket. Stops, puts up the 12-foot jumper. Taps the basket, he's fouled. Hendershot is a good player. He could find no one to pass to. Took a couple dribbles towards the basket and then went straight up, and he was fouled by Lance. I believe Evan got him. Yep. That is the first personal on Evan Lance and the fourth team foul. What's that?
That was Trajanovic that was shot that.
Yeah, he missed the Trajanovic with the free throw misses. 24-12, Rams trail, 4:47 to play. Reese on the left wing, trying to get the ball down low. They get it over to Bosley. Bosley goes down on the baseline, double team down there, going to be tied up, but he doesn't. He gets it back out, now gets the ball back. Corey Tressler now, out near the center circle. Works his way to the left side. Rams trying to get free. They're man-to-man defense this time. They kick it over to the left side. Corey Bosley for three off the front of the rim, no good. Gets his own long rebound. Fakes, gets it back out Tressler. Tressler goes back out. He puts the shot up off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound fought for, jump ball called. It'll be Southern basketball.
The Rams getting some offensive rebounds, even though they are a lot smaller. Well, they're kind of pulling out the big guys out to the high post, and it allows someone else to sneak in and get some rebounds.
Yeah, we'll have to check with Roger. Rams ice cold from the floor tonight. Very low shooting percentage. Reese, top of the key. Left side it comes. Tressler, that's Corey. Back out to Corey Bosley in the center circle. 3:59 to play. The clock rolls down under 4 minutes. Bosley picks it up. Looking at a 2-3 zone now, maybe.
Yeah, 2-3 zone.
Back out comes to Reese over on the right side. Corey can't get the shot off. Down inside it goes. Lance, nice spin move. Puts it up and in.
And that time he did it with a lot of confidence. Took it strong and hard right over the big guy.
24-14. Rams back to within 10. Into the front court. Dietrich once again. Trying to find the pass. Gets it over on the left wing to Trajanovic. Lance out there with him. They hand the ball off. Comes over to Linder in the ball game. Linder's a 5'10 senior. Linder picks up the dribble. Corey Tressler all over him. They get the ball back outside to Newbauer. Newbauer drops it off to Dietrich. And whistle, timeout called. It's a 20-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Rams defense picking up, and
that was a real good defensive series.
Yeah.
And Coach Duncan from Bishop Walsh, he immediately saw that they were not a good offense. They were just almost being pressured back to half court. And so he immediately called a timeout.
Dietrich actually almost trapped at the half-court line back there, and a good call by Coach Duncan to get out of trouble.
I've been watching Brett DeWitt. He's come in the ball game, and he's done a nice job on Chris Hendershot. Earlier, I thought Hendershot was getting the ball inside pretty much wherever he wanted to, and he has not been able to get his hands on it against Brett DeWitt. He really fronts him. Anytime Hendershot cuts across the lane, DeWitt's beating him to the spot.
Yeah, the only basket that Hendershot has gotten here in the second quarter was that three-pointer from the left side. where they just got down court quicker.
And he got that off a blocked shot where he just beat everybody down the floor.
The Rams just shooting 37% from the floor.
And they haven't taken that many shots either. So when you shoot a low percentage and you don't take many, you can't score many points.
Exactly right. Dietrich has the basketball now. As the Rams stay in that half court, patented man-to-man defense. Neubauer over in the left-hand corner. It goes to Raley. They swing it back out top of the key. Down on the baseline. It comes back out to Hendershot. He can't get the shot off. Gets it back to Raley. Raley spins. Puts it up with the left hand. High off the rim. No good. Push underneath. And once again, Hendershot, I believe, will get the call.
That's the one they got away with a couple times. They got offensive putbacks because of it.
Hendershot picks up his first personal. And the 15th foul against the Spartans. 24-14 is our score here with 2:43 to play in the first half. Here's a shot by Brad Reese. Reese puts it off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound by Dietrich. Dietrich works his way back up court with 2.5 minutes to play here in the quarter. Stops, puts it up from the 15-footer. No good. Lance on the rebound. Lance picks it up, gets it back to Bosley. Bosley into the front court now for Southern. Down in the corner. Now it comes back out top of the key to Lance. Over on the right side to Corey Tressler. Ball high over his head. Back out top of the key. It comes to Bosley. Bosley kicks it over on the left side to Reese. Reese in the corner. Looking down low for Lance. Can't get it there. Now the bounce pass goes into Lance. He goes around Hendershot. Puts it up and in and gets the foul. Nice move by Evan Lance. Ducked under Hendershot and just quickness got the basket.
Took that one strong. That's what he needs to do. Rams having a hard time shooting the basketball. They need to continue to take it in there. Collapse, then that's going to open up the outside shot.
First foul on Trajanovic. And Lance is at the free throw line for the three-point shot. It's up, rolls it around the rim, and rolls it in. 5 points here in the second quarter for Evan Lance, and the Rams are back to within 7 at 24-17.
The Rams have been unable to really get Corey Tressler involved in good shots. He's taken some pretty tough shots and hit 1-3, but I think for the Rams to win, they're going to have to get him some good shots.
Once again, Hendershot works the ball across the timeline, gets it to Zapp. Zapp comes back out on the near side to Raley. Raley bounce pass top of the key to Neubauer. Now over in the left-hand corner it goes. Ball over there. Dietrich has it. Tries to work it down low. Double team down there. Back out pass knocked away by Bosley, but picked up by Raley. Raley spins in and knocks Corey Tressler to the ground, but Raley spins and gets the basket. Probably a good no call. Over it goes to Reese. Now up top of the key. Goes to DeWitt. Now left corner to Tressler. Tressler to Bosley. Top of the key again as he goes to the right side of the court. Back out to Reese. Now over to Tressler left side.
The 1-3-1 they're playing again.
Here's Reese open on the right side. Fakes, goes baseline. Can't get the shot off. Double team down there. Works it back out to Tressler. Tressler down to the three-point arc. Now into the lane. Sauce puts up the runner. Off the front of the rim. Won't go. Rebound is on the floor. And heavy whistle. What do we got? Jump ball. It'll be BW basketball.
Corey Tressler took that one right to the basket. Shot a little 5-footer. It's one of those where there's a lot of contact. Maybe a charge, maybe a block. Who knows from here. But couldn't get it to fall.
26-17 with 55 seconds to play in the first half from Bishop Walsh High School. And BW has the basketball. They'll work their way up court. As usual, Dietrich has the basketball, working now against Corey Bosley. Brings it into the front court. Down to the left side. Bosley right on him. Whistle, 5-second call. Finally called.
I was just thinking to myself, that is the longest 5 seconds I've ever seen because he was right on him and never left all the way down to the corner finally, and finally it was called.
40 seconds. He'll be inbounded on the sideline as Brett DeWitt, the 5'9 junior, will inbound. 40 seconds to go. As I said, the Rams trail by 9, 26-17. They'd like to get a basket here and go into the locker room only down 7 if they can.
I think the way they played there for a stretch, they'd be, you got to be pleased that they're not down more than that.
Bosley gets the inbound pass from DeWitt. Kicks it over on the right wing to Tressler. Tressler back out to Lance, top of the key. Bounce pass on the baseline. Bosley for 3 or 2. A 2-point shot by Corey Bosley is good from the left side, right at the line. 26-19 now with 21 seconds to go. Reese works very closely on Dietrich. Clock's down to 14 seconds. Dietrich gets it over to Trianovic in the corner and almost has it stolen away. They get it back, and it goes down to Dietrich. He'll take it down the lane. 4 seconds to go. Gets the layup. It's good. Griffin Dietrich, nice drive into the lane at the buzzer and gets the basket. And with that, the first half will come to an end. Our score, Bishop Walsh 28, the Southern Rams 19, and it's been a very well-played first half for openers. Right now, I think the size and experience maybe of BW is the only difference.
Yeah, I think that the Rams overall have had a hard time scoring. They just can't seem to get right. It just doesn't look like they're comparable. And I think part of the reason is Bishop Walsh is switching defenses too much. But on the other end, I think Coach Bozeman can be very upset that the Rams have given up a majority of these 28 points that Bishop Walsh have been on layups. You just can't give that kind of penetration or get layups off a flash cut to the basket like that. And I think you're going to see Coach Bozeman can be upset about that.
Well, both teams are in the dressing room for halftime. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back after these messages.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance.
What did your 3 to 5-year-old learn today? If your child attended Renaissance Early Learning Center in Oakland, he probably learned a letter of the alphabet, had story time, painted, and sang songs. Your son is recognizing shapes, colors, and numbers. Your daughter learns manners by visiting a restaurant for lunch and explores books at the library as she learns about teamwork. Good luck and go Rams from Renaissance Early Learning Center, the Little People Place, located on 3rd Street in Oakland, 334-2081.
92.3, The Train.
Well, we're back at Bishop Walsh High School at halftime with the Bishop Walsh Spartans leading the Southern Rams 28-19, a 9-point lead. Spartans jumped out to a 17-10 first quarter lead and then outscored the Rams 11-9 in the second quarter, and they hold a 28-19 lead now. Evan Lance with 5 points in the second quarter for Southern. A couple of nice moves. He made one nice move, and Trianovic blocked it. But overall, a couple of nice moves for Evan. It looks like he's coming around.
Yeah, and I think it had to take a little bit of adjustment for him playing against a guy 6'8", and you got to protect that ball a little bit with your body, and shield the ball with your body, and extend your arm out when you shoot it, so that if he does get it, there's a good chance he can get fouled. And he did that the last 2 times he got the ball inside. And I think they're going to continue to have to get him the ball inside. We have to get some good shots for Corey Tressler.
Yeah, we're going to have to get him into the offense. He's not really had the chance for those shots. And part of that you got to credit BW for, because, like you said, they're changing up defense.
I'm sure if they're in the zone, they know where he is, and that's the guy they're going to cover if they have to leave somebody else open. And he hasn't shot the ball very well. He's hit 1 3, and that's the only bucket he has. But he's had to take some tough shots because he's been covered. But I still think the Rams to win, they're going to have to get him involved in the offense.
And for BW, they have a lot of people involved. Their leading scorer is Chris Hendershot. He has 9 points, 8 points, I guess, on the night. I tell you what, the guy that really surprises me, I watched him in 2 games last year, the 2 that we played, but Trianovic has really come along this year. He's a nice, smooth basketball player.
He always had some pretty good skills. For being 6'8" last year as a sophomore, he can catch the ball outside, drive to the basket, and shoot. He's starting to do some more things too. He's a lot stronger than what he was last year, and he's a lot smoother if you watch him play.
Well, I think one thing I wonder, though, why he does play on offense outside the arc quite a bit. He
doesn't play as much as you think. Well, one of the things they seem to do is they leave that low post open, and they leave that area open for drives and for people to flash into, and they've done that half. That's something the Rams cannot allow is, break you down right off the dribble and get a layup off of it, or a penetrate dump for a layup, or flash somebody in there to get a layup.
What the Rams, I think it's opening game jitters is part of it. They got a very tough opponent tonight. The other part of it, the size, and I think BW's maybe a little bit quicker than they were last year too.
Well, they're all seniors, and this is their third or fourth game, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. You can just see when they left the floor, they're feeling pretty good about themselves right now, as they should be.
Well, we're in a halftime show from Bishop Walsh High School, only about 5.5 minutes away from the second half. We're going to take another short break. BW leads at 28-19. We'll be back after this.
Brownings Foodland wishes the Southern Rams good luck during their football season. School sports and activities are an important part of learning, teamwork, and community involvement, as well as a great family bonding experience. Brownings Foodland knows that families have a lot of time constraints. That's why we offer pizza, hoagies, hot Chester fried, and rotisserie chicken, perfect for a quick meal, even before a game. You can always count on Brownings' friendly, helpful staff and quick checkout lines. Open daily, Route 135, Mountain Lake Park.
The season of giving is upon us, and at Team One, we want to get into the spirit. Therefore, for every new and used vehicle we sell in the month of December, we will donate $25 to the charity of your choice. That's right, buy a new or used vehicle this month, and we will donate $25 to Hospice, the House of Hope, the Rescue Squad. You decide. Team One, Oakland, Maryland, home of the GM Giant, Chevrolet, Buick, Pontiac, GMC trucks.
92.3 The Train.
Well, we're back at halftime at BW High School. Bishop Walsh leading 28-19. Roger's been very busy all through the first half taking stats, and let's hear about what's happened in the first half.
John will remind you that the halftime statistics are brought to you by Sheriff Dick Sanders and the Garrett County Sheriff's Department, who remind you to play it cool, stay in school, and say no to drugs and alcohol. Taking a look at the halftime statistics for the Bishop Walsh Spartans, they're in with just 3 turnovers for the first half, shooting 20 of 33 attempts. Pardon me, I got that one wrong too. This is my night. Shooting 12 of 20 attempts, including 2 3-pointers, shooting 60% from the field, 5 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 50%, and they have 16 fouls. For the Rams, shooting from the floor, 8 out of 20 attempts, 25%. 10 rebounds, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for 100%, and in with only 4 team fouls.
Wow, 25% from the floor. That's a problem. And like Coach said, somewhere there in the second quarter, you're not getting that many shots, and when you only make 25% of them.
Yeah, if you're a roll up tempo team and you're firing up shots left and right every 10 seconds, 20 seconds, you can score some points if you miss a lot. But the Rams have been very patient and still haven't had a hard time scoring, and that just doesn't add up to a lot of points.
Take a look at the individual scoring on the half.
Okay, first for the Rams, you have Corey Bosley with 6 points, Brett DeWitt with 2, Evan Lance with 5, Joe Trustler with 3, and Corey Trustler with 3. For Bishop Walsh, we have J.B. Newbauer with 2, Griffin Dietrich with 5, Chris Hendershot with 8, Blake Riley with 4, Eddie Zapps with 2, and Nolan Slovanovic with 7.
And while we were at break, Mary Lynn Bosley, the wife of JV coach Jim Bosley, came by, and she has a message, and we were going to pass that on from all of us, not just Mary Lynn and that group, but for all of us, to Carmen Tressler, who's the mother of Corey and Joey Tressler. And the message is the basketball moms are yelling extra loud for you, and we're looking forward to you joining us soon. And that's from Mary Lynn Bosley and all the moms on the team, and we wish you a speedy recovery and hope that you're back here with us very soon. That's to Carmen Tressler, and we hope that you're doing well. Well, we're getting close to starting the second half. Both teams, well, no, the Rams not back on the court yet. Might be a little hot.
Just a lot of things to talk about, probably. A lot of adjustments to make, and got to talk about their offense not having trouble scoring and breakdowns defensively. I'm sure Coach Bosley wants to address.
Well, they're back on the court now. We're about a minute and a half away from the beginning of the second quarter, and I can't tell because there's a group of people standing over in front of the scorer's bench. I think it'll be Ram basketball when we start the second half. We'll be back for that after this message. 28-19 is our score. BW on top of Southern in the opening game of the 2004-2005 season for the Rams, and actually the 4th game of the year for the Bishop Walsh Spartans. And that's also something I think showing a
big advantage for them right now. I think it always is. I think after about the third game, you really start to play a lot better. Well, Southern has tonight. They also have their home opener on Friday night against the Bell Mountaineers. That's the 7:30 tip-off time. We'd like for everybody to be there. And wear your headsets. Listen to the game and watch and talk to Roger and Paul. Maybe we get some kind of a little promotion going for those that wear headsets to the ball game. Richard Walsh back on the court with their original starting lineup. That is Griffin Dietrich, Chris Hendershot, Eddie Zapp, Mylan Fajanovic, and who did I miss? J.B. Neubauer. Rams with their original starting lineup. No, Brett DeWitt is in place of Chris Miller. The rest of them are the originals. I think he earned that with his defense. Ball goes top of the key to DeWitt now. Defense now. Bosley fakes, puts up the shot, hits the basket, and he's fouled. I don't know how he got the ball because he came off a double screen, and I think it was Hendershot jumped right out on him, and he showed the ball. Fouled hard, and he just kind of tossed the ball up so he could get a two-shot foul out of that, and the ball went right in. He kind of forced that foul. He just made him foul him, and he makes the third for the three-point play. And very quickly, the Rams back to within 6 at 28-22. Here's D. Put over top of the key, comes over to Zapp. Down low, Fajanovic, spin, fall-away jumper, good. Mylan Fajanovic, a fade away. Baseline turnaround jumper, and you're 6'8". There's not much that Lance could do about that. He fell fast behind him and just turned around and shot that fadeaway, and it was good. 30-22. Here's Kessler, bounce pass down the baseline to the Whip. Back out front it goes to Mosley, top of the key. He'll go to the left side. Picks up. No, he doesn't pick up the dribble. Now he does. Gets it back out to Reese. Man-to-man defense once again by BW. Here's Lance now at the foul line. Takes it into the lane. Kicks it out. Reese. Takes it into the lane, kicks it back out top of the key to Mosley. He'll go down the left side, fakes, stops, puts up. Go, and he almost got another three-point play. Coming down and jump stopping and showing the ball and getting the defense up in the air. Last foul was on Chris Hendershot, his second. This one is on number 20, Griffin Dietrich, his first. Second team foul here. And Mosley will go to the free-throw line and shoot two. First one's in the air, it's good. 8 points on the night for Corey Mosley. Looks like Corey Mosley's coming out trying to be a little more aggressive on the offensive end. He's come out and taken 2 quick shots. 30-23 and now 30-24. Mosley 3 for 3 here in the quarter from the free-throw line. Inbound pass comes into Dietrich. He works against Reese into the front court. Spin dribbles to the right side. Now on the wing, picks up that dribble, tries to bounce it down low, gets it down to Zapp. Zapp comes back out to Dietrich in the front court. Rams back within 6. Dietrich picks up the dribble,
Pivot, gets it to Trajanovic over on the left wing. He's out behind the arc again. Drops it back off to Dietrich. Rams in their half-court man-to-man. Very effective on this drive right now. Down it goes to Zap. Now comes out to Hendershot at the foul line. Bounce pass down the right side. Turnaround shot put up down there by Hendershot. No good. Whistle on the shot though. And they're going to call a foul underneath on one of the Rams. I think it's a two-shot foul. Yes, it is. It's on Brett DeWitt. That time we watched the Bishop Walsh. They're running what it's called the flex shuffle offense. And they're doing it out of a 1-4 entry, and that's where you see 4 people in the baseline and 1 in the point guard back. Hendershot puts the first one up. It's good. 31-24 with 6:11 to play here in the third quarter. BW on top. Hendershot's second one's in the air. It's ball through. Whistle. And a 20-second timeout called by Bishop Walsh. As they want to talk things over, as the Rams come out, got some of that lead back. So with 6:11 to go, a short timeout on the court, 32-24. Rams seem to be a little more aggressive on offense. It looked like they were a little more aggressive on offense, looking to score a little bit more, trying to beat the man-to-man. The defensive end, the last time they've been running it, is that flex shuffle. This time from a 1-4 set, they had a lot of trouble getting into the offense. Couldn't make that entry pass to start the offense. They had to switch sides a couple times. I think that's what they called timeout, to try to get a little more organized on that. All right, Southern comes back out with Reese. Joey Tressler is back into the ball game. Evan Lance, Corey Bosley, and Corey Tressler. So, coach trying to find a good rotation to use. And Joey Tressler gets it into Bosley, and we're underway again. 6:10 to play in the third. Reese on the right wing, down towards the corner stop, 3-pointers in the air, short, no good. Rebound, Lance has it, puts it up, and foul called. And it's on 33, I believe it's going to go on Eddie Zapp. Let's see, it's not a shooting foul, it's on the floor. So the Rams will inbound off the baseline. Evan Lance stuck in there and got that offensive rebound. That time the guy was guarding Brad Reese just dropped completely back in front of the low post and allowed him to shoot a wide open shot. Eddie Zapp with his second personal. Well, they've got 3 on the board. I should have missed one. I don't know how, but I could have. Here's Corey Tressler now to the foul line. Over to Joey. Now down in the corner it goes to inside. It comes to Lance. Reverse layup is good. Nice move by Evan Lance. On the feed from Brad Reese. 32-26 now. Back to a 6-point game. Here's Trajanovic out front. They kick it to Dietrich, top of the key in the circle. First to the left side, back to Trajanovic down low. Whistle. And Corey Tressler got caught directly behind the low post. Kind of just half-heartedly reached around him. Wasn't a lot of contact, but it was called. First time Corey got to move his feet, move around that low post. Inbound pass comes to Dietrich. Now down in the corner, 3-pointer put up out of the corner, high off the rim, no good. That's by Hendershot. Long rebound though is kicked around. The ball's kicked underneath. And it's kicked by one of the Rams, so BW will get it back on their own baseline. 32-26 with 5:22 to play in the third. Inbound pass comes in to Neubauer. Back over and gets the ball on the left wing again, goes down the baseline, ball knocked away. And underneath, Trajanovic tried to drive the baseline. Looks like a good block, but they're going to call the foul. I think we got Corey Tressler again, but I'm not sure. Yeah, no, it's 32, Evan Lance. And that's his second. Was a foul on the floor, though, not a shooting foul, so BW inbound off the baseline with 5:15 to play. Goes in, turnaround jumper, no, they get the ball back, cutting down the lane, puts the shot up, no good. Neubauer, rebound is down court very quickly to Bosley on the right wing behind the arc. Back out it goes to Reese. He swings it around the top of the key to Joey Tressler. Tressler trying to work it inside, kicks it over on the near side to Corey. Corey fakes, puts the shot up. It's good. Corey Tressler. Nice move down under the basket, and the Rams are back within 4. 32-28. The Rams really need a defensive stop right here. They really bear down. Dietrich to Trajanovic. Now back out top of the key to Zapp. Back to Trajanovic in the right corner. They drive one down low on the baseline. Shots it up, no good. Neubauer missed it. Rebound by the Rams. Here comes Corey Tressler back into the front court with 4:26 to play. Rams back to within 4. Joey Tressler on the left wing. Back out front it comes to Mosley. Mosley looks 2-3 zone, I believe, by the, nope, right man. Back to man again, okay. Out it comes Corey Tressler from the top of the key. High off the rim, no good. Rebound by Joey in the corner, double teamed, and he gets it back out front to Corey. Tressler gets it back over to Joey. Joey drives down, soft foot, one up off the glass, no good. Rebound by Lance saves it, and it goes back in. And Reese tried to save it into the back of the backboard. Got a little bad help him on that when he made that save. Got pushed out of bounds, and of course that, never mind. The ball comes into Dietrich, into the front court. Bounce pass goes over on the right side to Zapp. 4-point game, 32-28 with 3:40 to play in the third. Whistle and timeout called by Bishop Walsh. Well, no, timeout rep. I didn't see what he called. Must have been a 3-second violation, because it's a turnover. Back to the Rams. They can get to within 2 or maybe 1 now. Reese has it on the right wing, loves it inside the Rams. Back out top of the key, Joey Tressler. Tressler over on the left side to Corey Mosley. Mosley down low. Tressler comes back up as Corey Tressler. Works the pass to Mosley. Back around the top of the key, left side. Now the ball goes in to Corey. Corey with the reverse layup, puts it back up off the glass. No good. Taps up the Lance, no good. And the rebound comes down to the front. And Dietrich has it. That's a nice shot, Kennedy. Yeah, we got a tough layup in traffic. And Corey Tressler's way underneath when he tried to shoot that. Almost got it to fall. That was almost tipped in the Lance. Dietrich to Neubauer. Now back to Trianovic. Trianovic sees the mismatch. Takes it in, puts the shot up. No good. And coming over to help was Evan Lance, and he gets called for the foul. That's 3 on Lance. Yeah, and they're going to come in with Nathan House. It's a tough matchup. Tranovic at the free throw line. 9 points on the night. Shot in, out, and back in. Gets 10, 33-28, back to a 5-point ball game, 2:51 to play. 3 fouls. We'll probably see Lance sit for the rest of this quarter with 2:51 left to the end of the fourth quarter. Second shot by Tranovic is good. He has 11, 34-28, 6-point game. Ball comes down to Reese. Reese back to Mosley in the front court. He'll go to the left side to Tressler. That's Joey. Now to Reese. Reese fakes, goes down the lane top. Puts up a little short jumper off the rim, no good. Rebound flat floor. And tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Bishop. Whoa, no, they failed. Touch by Southern. That was, we were right in front of us. That was definitely a bad call. Anyway, it comes back in to Dietrich. Dietrich takes it into the front court. Brad Reese right on him as we get down to 2:23 to play. Tranovic gets the pass. He's out front behind the arc. Back over it goes to Dietrich on the right side. Reese out with him. Rams staying there full court man-to-man the whole game. They kick it off to Neubauer down in the corner. Pushing back out front it comes to Dietrich. Dietrich out front. The clock is down to 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Dietrich back off. That's 2-3. Now he gets the pass off. He gets it back. First sort of a stall game here by VW. As Dietrich works the pass, picks up the dribble now, looking for the pass, gets it off to Rayleigh. Rayleigh back to Dietrich, takes it down the left side of the lane, puts the shot up, no good. And goes into Corey Mosley and picks up the foul. That's the difference from the first half and this half. They got that move the first half time and time again, and this time Corey Mosley put into the charge. 1:40 to play. The Rams trail by 6, 34-28. Mosley back into the front court with it. Gets it to Reese on the right wing. Back out top of the key. Joey Tressler gets it to Corey. Corey back out to Mosley. Mosley in the corner to Reese. Reese back out top to Tressler. Tressler high over his head. 1:20 to play here in the third. Now he backs off into the front court. He works against Endershot. Gets it back over on the right wing to Reese. Reese back out. It goes to Harris. Harris over on the right side. Tressler has it. Now it goes to Joey down, or makes that Corey down in the left-hand corner. Back out front it comes to Mosley.
Mosley was under a minute now, 58 seconds to play. Rams trying to get the good shot in, also trying to kill some time, I think, and still have a match to get back to the ball game. Here's Corey Mosley, put it down the right left side of the lane, and he has the layup, and the Rams are to within 4. Looks like Bishop Morris about playing tough. The more the Rams reversed the ball, and finally Bishop Morris stopped playing defense and kind of stood up. That's when the Rams beat him to the bucket. 34-30, half a minute to play here in the third quarter. Stranovic, top of the key, looks down low, gets the ball inside to Hendershot. Back out it goes on the right corner to Dietrich. They lob it inside. Stranovic got away with the push there. Got the ball, turned around, put it up and in. But they really need a bucket. He's the guy that can go. Yeah. And he's got that real quick push, and he just pushes people all the way and gets away with it. Here's Mosley down the lane again. Put up and in. It's Corey Mosley just took over here in the third quarter in the scoring column. Got the drive, got the basket and the foul. 15 points for him, and he has been the guy that's been able to get to the rim off the drive. And he's been drawing some fouls, too. 5 seconds left, and he's got the chance for a three-point play, and that'll put the Rams to within 3. 36-32 right now. 5 seconds to go in the third. Mosley starts in the air off the front of the ball and go. Rebound VW. Down court. Still away by Reed. Reed puts it up at the buzzer and let go. And they let the foul card, and we're not going to get it, as Reed definitely fouled on the shot. And Peoples aren't going to give you that one. So we're down to 36-32 as we go into the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this.
At Peak Rehab, they know that rehabilitation is like climbing a mountain. Challenging, tough, even discouraging. But reaching the peak of your performance is worth the work. At Peak Rehab, you'll get one-on-one care, a staff that's friendly and understanding, with cutting-edge technology and techniques. Peak Rehab offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy, physical work evaluations, vision rehab, and so much more. Call Peak Rehab today at 301-533-1010 and reach your peak performance. Greg's Pharmacy has been a part of the community for many years. They're there for you when you need them, even in times of emergencies. Greg's accepts multiple prescription insurances, but together Greg and they process Medicare billing. They carry a complete line of hospital and surgical supplies, including walkers, canes, crutches, wheelchairs, strippers, and electric hospital beds. From Band-Aids and allergy medicines to blood monitoring systems and diabetic supplies, Greg's Pharmacy has it. Good luck and go Rams from Greg's Pharmacy in Oakland. 92.3, the train.
Well, the Rams, 19-29, what is that, 13 points to 9 for 8 to Bishop Wells. So, Rams back in at 36-32 as we go into the fourth quarter. Bishop Wells has the basketball. Dietrich picks up his dribble, blocks the front out of it, back he comes to Dietrich with the left hand. Rams pass short man-to-man as always. Dietrich over in the right-hand corner. The ball goes to Hendershot. Back outside it comes. Pass comes to Newbar. He goes down range. He'll put it over for a runner. It's good. J.B. Newbar with the first point to the fourth quarter. 38-32. And it goes to Rams. Rams takes the shot up good. Evan Harris with a nice move as he goes down against Stranovic. 38-34. Goes left side, Stranovic has it out at the three-point line. Now takes it down the baseline, passes it up to try to pass it up no good. Rebound is underneath by Newbar, puts it back up, and a whip on a foul. I guess the fourth one Evan Rand got the basketball clean, but got him with the body a little bit. Looks like the Rams didn't get a good box out, and that's what caused that foul. Well, that's the fourth on Evan Rand. So the Rams big guy is in trouble. Stranovic was always pushing, so it's one foul tonight. Starts it up under there, he's good. J.B. Newbar with 3 points here in the fourth quarter. 39-34. Rams back out, in comes Nathan Harris to the Rams. And he took him 50 seconds to get the foul on Rams as he came back in. Second shot's good, 6-point lead now. 40-34, down here 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Mosley takes it down
left wing. Cross gets it back out front. Over on the left side of top to Reese. Reese will stand there all by himself. Then he stops it up off the baseline. It's good back in there. Miller got three on the left baseline. That's a 12-footer. But they'll have a back screen on their secondary blade. It's that play that they do a lot. 40 to 46. Sometimes the really works it down low. Drops it up right down there. And over Chris Miller. That's his man. Recovered, but not quite soon enough. Power goes on. 23, you're right. Chris Miller, foul number 2. He's number 13. I don't believe that. Chopped it up off the center, up no good. And that's by Chris Henderson as he number 6. Yeah, that is 6. They got 13 on the board. I don't think that's quite right. Second foul, no, is right. Henderson, second shot, that is good. So, BW extends the lead, 41-36 now for our point. Goes to Billy, now there's Master. And now it's kind of through over to the side, out of bounds, nobody there. Turnover back to BW. That's the first turnover for the second half. Well, that's pretty amazing, really. Reese getting the front court. Rail almost knocks it away, but he gets the turn. 6-12 to play. 41-36, a 5-point game. Whipple. Foul called off front. Brad Reese, that's his second. And that'll be a 1-1 if that's the 17th foul. And the ball kind of gets knocked loose as it goes out. Sam Dietrich through the free throw line. He has 5 points on the night so far, a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Shot up. It's good. He'll have the second shot of the moment. Second shot up. Also good. Extended now, 43-36, with 6 minutes to play. Rosie brings it into the front court. Over comes to Reese, playing the circle. Now in the left hand corner comes Corey Tressler. Tressler down pass down low. And back again to Chris Miller. And he wanted to pass, shoot both, and he ended up doing what he wanted to do, and really didn't do either. It's not happening. And no often, it's too fast. Now it goes Chris Miller. In for the round comes Brett DeWitt. 5:54 to go in the ballgame, 43-36. Brad Reese did a great job of denying the inbound pass. Both got a pass back there. But in comes Dietrich, and he'll take it. Brad Reese really working his tail off on the defensive end, back in the ball, trying to put heat on the basketball. Doing a great job. Pass goes over on the right side to Riley. Down low, shot put up under no good. Rebound is put back up and in by Henderson. He got the offensive rebound and put it back up and in. Lead up to 9 now. Whistle and a, what do we got, timeout for him? Yep. Billy. We'll see other last come back to the ballgame right now. 5:30 to go in the ballgame. And we have, I'm trying to figure out what the coaching staff are upset about over there. The DW coaches on the floor. And, as he goes down against Iowa, 48-34. Over goes left side, Iowa has it out. Takes it down the baseline, passes up, shot across the rim, no good. Rebound is underneath by Newbauer, puts it back up, and a whistle and a foul. I guess the fourth one have a man. Got the basketball clean, but got him with the body a little bit. Looks like the Rams didn't get a good box out, and that's just like that foul. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34. 48-34.
fourth on Evan Lamb. So the Rams big guy is in trouble. Aaron Ranovich is always pushing, so it's 1 foul on the night. Shots put up on down there. He's good. Xavier Newbar with 3 points here in the fourth quarter. Rams back out. In comes Nathan Harris for the Rams. And he took him 50 seconds to get the foul on Rams as he came back in. Second shot's good. 6-point lead now. 40-34. Down here, 7 minutes to play in the ball game. Mosley takes it down to the left wing. Thompson gets it back out front. Over on the left side of Thompson to Reese. Reese looks down there all by himself. Down there, Thompson up off the baseline. It's good, not good Miller. Miller not free on the left baseline, but the 12-footer comes out of a back screen on their secondary break. The front play that they do a lot. 40-36. Into the front court. Dietrich passes it over, gets it back. Takes it to the left side. Pass goes down to the left corner to Neubauer. Neubauer back outside to the key. Comes out to Riley. Riley works it down low. Drops it up right down there. And over Chris Miller. That's his man. Recover. Foul goes on. Should be. 23, you're right. Chris Miller, foul number. Number 13, I don't believe that. Chopped it up off the center, that's no good. And that's by Chris Henderson as he misses. Now it's team foul number 6. Yeah, that is 6. They got 13 on the board. I don't think that's quite right. Second foul, no, right. Henderson, second shot, that is good. So, BW extends the lead, 41-36 now for High Point. Goes to Miller, now there's Wilson, and now there's kind of throw over to the side, out of bounds, nobody there. Turnover back to BW. That's the first turnover for the second half. Oh, wow, that's pretty amazing, really. Dietrich in the front court. Rail almost knocks it away, but he gets it back. 6-12 to play, 41-36, the 5-point game. Whipple. I called out front for Reese. That's his second. And that'll be a 1-1 if that's the 17th foul. And the ball kind of gets knocked loose as it goes out. Let's send Dietrich through the free throw line. He has 5 points on the night so far, a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. Shot up. It's good. The second shot of the bubble. Second shot up. Also good. Lead extended now, 43-36 with 6 minutes to play. Rosie brings it into the front court. Over it comes to Reese, playing the circle. Now in the left hand corner. Gets it down front, and it's down for a leg. Puts up the over now, gets
After that,